seriously unbelieve nothing.
Look on the bright side, Major. Your futile self-sacrifice will help Mrs. Thatcher get re-elected.
My God, an Englishman! You traitor! You'll pay for this.
No! They're paying me. In the good old peso. The strongest currency in South America.
Adeste fidelis laeti triumphantes.
Excuse me.
Hannah.
I wonder if I could borrow your collected Kierkegaard. Mine's become reprehensibly dog-eared with overuse.
No, of course. Hannah, you look divine. What have you been doing to yourself?
It's a perfectly natural way for a woman to relieve pelvic tension.
I mean, your whole demeanour. I'd hailed you as the reincarnation of Helen of Troy. But I've never been that attracted to Greek women.
You always like Demi Moores, huh?
I didn't know she was Greek.
Actually, she's half Greek, which is why she's called Demi.
Fascinating. Professor, isn't it rather premature for Christmas decorations? It's barely November.
I like Albumen to get my baubles hanging early. Don't I, Albumen?
Early and high, sir.
Because, you see, hibernation term finishes next week.
Yes, why is that?
Well, it's simple. The better the university, the shorter the term. Here at Queen Edward's, we work just 18 weeks a year. Whereas at Rochdale College of Science and Social Security, they get just 1 day a year's holiday for Greasy Field's birthday.
I wondered why the choir were practicing carols this morning. They sounded marvellous, the way they handled the 10-part harmony in the Monteverdi Vespers.
Well, they are world famous. Rather like me.
And I was pleasantly surprised to hear so many female voices.
Female? Don't be absurd. We never allow girls to sing in chapel. Do we, Albumen?
Not without a fight, sir.
Our choir is 100% castrato. 35 strapping choristers and not an atom of testosterone among them. Luckily, I have the libido of 36 men, which balances things up. Although it does mean I have to have all my underwear made to measure.
Quadruple, Professor.
I know.
Excuse me, sir, about the concert. I got the tickets.
I'd expect nothing less from a man who walked from John O'Groats to Land's End backwards.
Oh, I didn't, sir.
No time like the present.
No, but I had to lay out, so they cost me £8 each.
What? That's scandalous. The carol service has always been free. Well, except under the Puritans, when you had to provide proof of virginity.
That's me in for nothing.
It's all the Vice-Chancellor's fault. Queen Edward's was the richest college in Oxford until he invested our entire funds in gaggingforashag.com. I warned him, but did he listen?
He's stone deaf, sir.
It does sound a wildly optimistic scheme. After all, how many people are that interested in shags? Or seabirds in general?
Bravo! Encore! Plutso maximata pleasurata rumbunt. What? Is that all they're doing? 3 carols, 2 hymns and a chant?
It's bitching to be back at my old college again.
Bitching?
And it's my very great pleasure to introduce my new sensational chart-topping act. So give it up large for Vermin Group's very own Boy Frenzy.
Hello.
It's Chutney, isn't it?
Call me Dick.
Oh, how very appropriate. I was at the Queen Edward's Carol service yesterday.
Wasn't it wicked?
Well, since we're descending into student speak, I thought that it sucked big time. Excuse me.
Fellow councillors, I have convened this meeting of the Council for International Progress to consider just one issue: the imminent end of the world.
Oh, no. To think I've only just paid a whole year's council tax.
I was skeptical when I first heard Cnut, but the evidence is overwhelming. Sir Richard.
For some time, I've been conducting an urgent program of stratospheric space research.
And I thought you were just titting around in a balloon.
That was what outsiders were intended to believe. In fact, I've been monitoring a vast and deadly meteor racing towards planet Earth. I now know that there is a 77.2% probability, and rising, that this million-ton molten mass will impact planet Earth within 2 weeks.
Will nowhere be safe.
What about Cambridge?
Why Cambridge?
Well, nothing has made any impact there in over 1,000 years.
This is serious, Cnut. Wherever it impacts, we're doomed.
Not quite. The world is doomed, but there is a way that we in this room can survive.
A high-altitude charity balloon race.
Exactly. And as far as the ordinaries are concerned, we'll just be participating in the sort of extravagant, self-indulgent charity event the super-rich like to go in for when they want to appear big-hearted.
This is awful.
But the good thing is that each of us is allowed to take a chosen companion. Oh, don't cry, Hannah. There's a major meteor strike every 10,000 years. Strictly speaking, this one's overdue. We must look forward, you and I, Hannah, not back. Think of the wonderful civilization we will found, you and I. Two such brilliant minds, two such wonderful bodies.